Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside. Come inside. It's your pal Dusty over here on the fabulous West Coast. San Jose, California. One more time. It's actually raining today. Well, it's misting, actually. But it's not quite rain, so Cloudsdale Weather Factory, I'll give you a 50-50 on that one. But I need some rain, okay? I don't know why you guys are holding back, but I need that rain. Bring it. I mean, I'll send you anything. Anything at all. What do you want? I'll figure it out. What do you want? I need some rain. So bring it. So we're here, but I'm sure you don't want to know what the weather forecast here is in San Jose. You're here because one fabulous lady, is here with us. Miss Ingrid Nilson.
What's up? What's up, Tony?
Oh boy. Yes, Ingrid is here. Ingrid, best known for her role in MLP as one Maud Pie, sister to Pinkie and Blinky and Inky Pie. Yes. We're going to go Pac-Man on this, I think. But, yeah, we're here with her, and fabulous welcome to the show. We would love to have you here. Really, really, really happy you decided to show up. And with all of that, you just went to DerpyCon South about a month ago. You were in Rainbow Rocks for this nice little comedy bit. We're going to talk all kinds of stuff. So let's get our script up here and figure out how we want to get this thing started. Script. After 87, this is episode 87. After 87 of these things, you'd think I know what I was doing. You think?
I mean, I've got tremendous butterflies, and I've been doing this for 14 years, so you think that it would subside at some point, but I'll tell you right now, I'm a little nervous, so bear with me.
We're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to have some fun. So, first question is the question I ask everybody nowadays. What are some of the cartoons and comics that you watched or read as a child or are still watching to this day?
Ah, you always ask this one too. Okay, I should have written it down, but what comes to mind off the top of my head, I loved Daria growing up.
Oh, Daria, yeah.
And I feel like Maude has a little bit of Daria in her.
She has a lot of Daria in her, doesn't she?
Yeah. So that's one of my inspirations for the show anyway, but in terms of, I mean, I grew up watching Strawberry Shortcake, so it's to be on that show now, the new generation of it. That's pretty wild. I mean, when I got a little bit older, I had to hide it from my mom, but I watched The Simpsons. And South Park. She wasn't down with those ones. But, yeah, and a little bit of Futurama. I mean, the list goes on.
Ren and Stimpy?
Oh, my gosh. That was my late night watching.
There you go.
All the time.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
And Ran.
Yeah. Glazed ham. Yes.
Cute, but so like treacherously hideous at the same time. I love Ren and Stimpy. They have a special place in my heart.
Yes, special place in the cockles of my heart also. Yes, very, very old. I actually have a VHS tape of a pencil test of Ren and Stimpy. I bought it at a convention probably 20 years ago.
Wow.
Somewhere. Yeah.
That's hardcore.
That's hardcore. But let's see. Second question, and we're gonna get these out of the way right now, right in a hurry. So we're gonna put up some Maude over my shoulder, and these are gonna come fast and furious. So, favorite rock band?
Ooh, I mean, I grew up with Nirvana, and I mean, if you go even further back, like Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, Dusty Springfield, Jimi Hendrix, Biff Naked is a Canadian that I like. The Beatles, if you want to get really classic. But my female, kind of, I don't know. She's like, I have a secret woman crush on her. Is Brody Dahl, and so she has a solo career now. But she started out in the Distillers, and she had a group later called Spinneret. Yeah.
What about Bare Naked Ladies?
Bare Naked Ladies, as for a Canadian, I mean, yeah, I think that they're awesome, and they're also under the label, or they were at one point, Network Records, which Hey Ocean is under, and I go to their shows as well. So, yeah, Metric's also a Canadian rock band led by Emily Haynes, and she's a rock goddess in my opinion.
Cool. Favorite Rocky movie?
Rocky, as in, like, is this a general question or like?
No, this is Stallone Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, when you asked Rocky, I thought you meant more like along the lines of, I don't know. I watched Planet of the Apes recently.
Well, there you go. Planet of the Apes is good.
There was rocks in that.
There's lots of rocks in that.
And The Land Before Time animation. Yeah, there was so many rocks. There wasn't enough greens to go around.
That's true. Favorite type of rock?
I was actually looking this up before the show because I don't know what the name of it is, but it's blue.
Topaz.
And, maybe. What is it?
Topaz?
It might be topaz. I mean, my birth name is Jade, so Jade is always close to my heart.
There you go. Some Jade. Okay, favorite rock song?
Rock song. Oh, see, now you're gonna stump me. Well, I mean, right now I'm listening to this Brody Doll track called "Don't Mess with Me," and I think everyone should look it up because it's like a power song. If you're feeling like in that like don't mess with me mode, definitely crank it.
Cool. Are you a fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, all the way. I was going to try and think of a rebuttal, like, straight from the movie, but I think that a lot of them are inappropriate.
A lot of them are inappropriate, but I'll tell you what, do this. Put your hands straight out at the camera, like this, and we're going to come towards each other, then we're going to go straight up to elbows, and we're going to come straight back down. And just walk away.
Okay.
Okay, I know you've been prepping for this. So,
yeah, ready.
Do you have a rock poem for us?
Oh, actually, here, hold up. I'm gonna, I wrote a haiku.
Ooh, haiku.
Yeah, but, I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's so much about rocks.
Oh.
But, okay. Favorite rock poem. You know what? Sometimes I just like to keep it simple, so this is a haiku called Simplicity.
There you go.
Love short sentences, makes life more manageable. Sigh. Keep it short, please.
Like a rock. I have one here that was written by my wonderful girlfriend Amy.
Amazing. Hi.
For you and Pinkie Pie.
Oh.
And it goes as this. Sisters is the name of the poem. Some ponies don't get it. And that's okay, I suppose. I am earth. She is lava. I am flat. She is explosive. And together, we are igneous and solid as a rock.
Amy.
Yes.
That's so beautiful.
As for you.
On your show the other day when she came home and gave you a kiss. That was the sweetest moment.
She is the cutie. Yes, she is. Love, love, love. Yes. You've not only done voice acting, but you've done a bit of on-camera acting also. Tell us a bit about those experiences that you've done.
It's a whole other beast being on a film set. Like, it's kind of like Pinkie Pie and Maude. Like, when you're in the studio recording, it's orderly, even if it, yeah, it's like very contained. You only focus on your voice and into the microphone. On set, there's like blood and guts flying at you and like crazy time constraints and all of these people trying to make it happen. And when I say blood and guts, I'm specifically referring to my Supernatural episode.
So you're saying that you aren't doing teenage slasher flicks now?
Well, I actually got a role in one time, and it was so gruesome that I actually had to turn it down because I just wasn't so cool with the stuff that they were proposing.
Ooh.
Fortunately, yeah, because I hate to say no to work, but this was like, I can't even repeat some of this stuff.
Okay,
right?
we won't repeat any of this stuff.
But I mean,
just say teenage slasher flick, and that's enough.
Yeah. Like for Supernatural, it was a stunt, and so I was literally flying out of the way. They pulled me out of the way of this gunshot where they fired like tomato sauce and cherries. And if you see the episode, you'll see why. It's actually quite tragic, but we can laugh at it now because I ain't dead. So, in case you're wondering, my mom called me after. She was like, "Are you okay? I just episode."
Okay, I'm going to get up here. I got to find my list of peak chores real quick. And there was number 5. So right now I'm at, here we go. Next. Let's see. Is it true that you turned to yoga and its meditation practices to help you with your acting career?
You know what? I think inadvertently, yes. Like at the time, I was just looking for something to manage my stress, and like I'm fairly public about the fact that I have had a lot of anxiety to deal with. Just like I guess that's the type of person that I am. Like I tend to overthink things, and so yoga was this place where I could just go and almost kind of turn off the chatter of my brain.
Okay.
And so I think that did nothing but good things for my career, because if you're like less in your head and overthinking, then I think that's a good thing, and to be able to access your impulses quickly. And so but what's been the real lifesaver in terms of like anxiety and facing that is meditation. I practice meditation every day, and just like the being quiet part where like my life's work is to talk, like it's all about my voice, and then to actually, you know, be quiet and sit down and shut up. I find that's a really, really beneficial practice for me.
Yeah, especially because we're always tied into these phones and computers, and all this stuff is coming at us at all times. It's almost a respite to just shut everything off and open a book.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel inundated and almost overwhelmed by it all sometimes. And at the same time, it's like us talking right now, it's a great platform to connect. So it's double-edged.
Absolutely. And by the way, someone needs to draw Maud Pie doing yoga. Okay, get on it, fandom. I went looking for one all day and I couldn't find one. So somebody needs to draw Maud doing some yoga.
There was a picture of Maud Pie, or no, it was just a random pony that was like doing down. I guess it would be downward pony. I actually did find a very, very well done Luna doing yoga. And I was going to use it. But no, this is more about Maud Pie. So it's like I might use it in the rear, but I don't have it right now. But that was kind of cool. I like that Luna. So whoever did that, you did an excellent job on that one. Having a nice, calm center must have been critical in voicing Maud. How did it come about that you actually got this gig? Having a nice what, Dusty?
A nice, calm center. You with the center, and you got to be nice and calm when you're doing her voice, because you have to be, steady like a rock. But how did it come about that you actually got this gig?
That's a good question. I mean, it's so long. It feels like so long ago. I realize it wasn't now, but at this time. But when I was recording it, I had just come back from Japan, and I've been living there for a while, teaching some yoga and doing outreach work in Fukushima. And I think kind of what inspired me to create the character Maud when I was auditioning for the role was this feeling of kind of being Scarlett Johansson in Lost in Translation.
Okay.
Just sort of feeling like that the Japanese were tremendously kind people. I loved everyone that I met there. And at the same time, I at times felt isolated and kind of on the outside. And I think that's sort of where Maud is at. Like she is a little isolated and on the outside. And so, like, how do you embody that, and how do you bring it into your voice? I think it was kind of this, like, very not musical, whereas, like, the Japanese language is so, like, arigato gozaimashita. Like, it's so musical and beautiful. And so Maud was kind of, like, the opposite of that, and very, I mean, you're right about, like, finding your center. When I voice her, I'm as still as possible. Like, I do not move a muscle.
Okay. So, I can see that because it comes across in the voice.
Yeah, I think it really reads. I mean, generally I'm that person that like will knock things over with my hands because I'm so excited. But Maud really tested me to be very calm
Well, that's kind of cool. And as requested by you to me over Twitter, tell us about that low point in your day-to-day. Tell us what happened.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was a really unfortunate surprise, especially for the slug that I stepped on.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was an uninvited guest in my living room, and I was doing something, and then all of a sudden there was this tremendous squish under my foot.
Oh no.
And usually I would have escorted, a visitor like that outside, but it was the tragic end to this little slug.
Oh man.
Oh.
Tragedy in Slugville.
I know. Well, even spiders, like, I'll do my best to try and escort them outside. But...
Outside. I like you, but outside.
Yeah.
Right?
Right? Not paying rent.
That's sad. How was it being reunited with your strawberry shortcake brethren, both Andrea and Ashley?
And, right, on the show. Oh, you mean when I did My Little Pony?
When you did My Little Pony and you came in and there's Andrea and Ashley and then you come in and you're all working on strawberry shortcake or are still working on strawberry shortcake. How was it being in a room doing different characters than you would normally do with them?
Yeah. Oh, I love that question. Well, I think that, I look up to Andrea and Ashley so much. And so just the opportunity to work with the whole cast was such an honor. But then the fact that I knew them personally from 4 seasons on Strawberry Shortcake, I think it made me feel more at home, that it wasn't just, nobody was a total stranger in the room, but just the fact that we'd worked so closely together. And I mean, Andrea and Ashley's professionalism is what really inspires me. Like, they are so on it with, like, the 2 characters that they each play, that I think that I was more just fascinated with their mad skills of being able to switch back and forth so quickly that I was, like, taking mental notes and learning from them. Like, they amaze me.
Yeah, it's crazy watching Andrea go flip between Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy because they're so dynamic opposites. Between the little shy pony and the great gregarious Pinkie Pie. But with Ashley, Jack and Rainbow Dash are almost, they're both almost the same character. But it's like when Andrea goes back and forth between these, it's like, wow, how do you do that?
Yeah, especially in Andrea's case, it is difficult to tell the two are voiced by the same person. I mean, Andrea has this incredible way of voicing Pinkie that seems to have this enormous energy. And when you see her voice the character, like, it's fascinating to watch.
Let's see, from your constant, let me get another slide up really quick and get back here. From your constant Twitter feeds, it seems that you are quite the free spirit, as it were. How does it feel having all these bronies accept you into the herd, as it were?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly the most heartwarming thing and appreciated, and it's like, it's been so valuable to me to access this, oh no, my phone's back as I'm trying to have this heartfelt moment.
Yes.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, it feels like the opposite of high school. Like, it's like we're over the high school, like, excluding and cliques, and it's just like this really open field for exactly the things that the show stands for: friendship and, having someone's back. Like, I had to ride home in the rain last night on my bike, and all of these people were like, you can do it, and, bundle up, and on Twitter, and I felt that positivity, and I feel like, what exists in the Brony community is this tremendous positivity and support system. I love it. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we definitely try out here. We try to have each other's back as much as we can. Other than yoga, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
Well, today I was doing laundry.
But I'm talking about something you enjoy.
I know. Well, what I'm getting at is, I think that, like, my life can get so crazy and involved in so many different things that that sometimes doing like really mundane things is so satisfying. But I mean, I'm a cyclist. I don't own a car. I used to have a car, but now I ride my bike everywhere. So that's what I love to do. Like on a nice day, I mean, I ride in all weather. So if it's pouring rain, probably not snow, but I mean, you can just always catch me on my bike. And to me, that's like the ultimate moment of freedom, is just like riding around, especially in Vancouver. Like it's so beautiful here. And this time of year, as the leaves are changing, I mean, I love to get outside as much as I can, like in free time. If I can get out of town, like BC, where I live, and in British Columbia, here in Canada, like, I mean, there's this book called like 101 hikes that you can do in Vancouver proper. So there's like a ton of like outdoor stuff you can do within the city, and that's not even getting out into the mountains or anything. So
yeah, I so want to come up to Snowboard Whistler. I so want to do that.
oh, Dusty, you would kill it on those hills. Yeah. Like there are some crazy, like I'm not there yet, but there are definitely Black Diamond hills. And
I'm not quite a Black Diamond guy yet. I'm on the squares. You know, I'm not quite a beginner guy, but you couldn't put me on a double diamond yet.
I feel like I'm so beginner that I could afford to be wrapped in pillows and entirely covered in fluff.
We'll put you on an inflatable inner tube and just shove you down the hill. Yes.
I don't know if that's any better.
Yeah.
I mean, I also like to cook. Cooking's something that I enjoy, and I before I ever did voice, I was a dancer. So recently I've been getting back into like some hip hop and grooving just for fun, and even some like popping and locking.
Cool.
Yeah, breakdancing is what I used to really love. So I've been, kind of like dabbling in that again a little bit. Get my groove on.
Cool. Bronies break stereotypes all the time about, you know, what is for guys and all that kind of stuff. But it's sort of like a side effect of what we do. But how about breaking some stereotypes about yoga and contemplating your navel when you're supposed to be doing yoga? Break some of those bad stereotypes about yoga for us.
Oh, thank you so much for asking this question, Dusty, because it really bothers me how, for lack of a better term, vanilla yoga is becoming in some ways. Like when it gets all corporate and it really moves away from its roots, like yoga's not about wearing spandex and looking good in your tight pants. Okay. Like it's exactly the opposite of that. It's about like accepting yourself as you are, and it's a practice of doing that. So it's not something that's a given. Like it is the practice of self-acceptance, and that's huge work. Like that's the looking inward and into yourself and finding those places where, you know, maybe you don't embrace yourself fully, and maybe you are too hard on yourself. And for me, it's really about that like stress and anxiety piece, like managing it, learning to recognize that you're more than, you know, your doubt and your negative emotions. So I think that it's not in any way about having like the perfect body, whatever that is. It doesn't exist. It's a myth. And so if we could get past that, I think more people would come to yoga. They wouldn't be so intimidated. Like I hear it all the time because I teach a lot of yoga myself, is that people are afraid to get out there because they're like, oh, I'm not flexible. Like that's the biggest one. They're like, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga. And I'm like, that's like waiting until you're in shape or until you're fit to go to the gym.
Yeah, that's why you do yoga, is because you can't stretch. That's why I do yoga, because I've got 40 years of sports on my body and it doesn't like it. You know, sitting around is not good for this body. So.
Oh my gosh, jock yoga, it's a real thing. It exists. And what's so good about it, I mean, on top of the whole like psychological dealing with your emotions and stress and whatnot, it's no impact on your joints, right? Like, you know, compared to sports, compared to running, you're not wrecking your body. It's actually really good. And so, you know, you're thinking about the longevity of your body. You don't want to be in a ton of pain when you get older because you've got...
I'm going to ask you this one real quick. what did you mean with your quote on IMDb that says, "I'm ready to be a starving actress"?
You know what? It's funny because people find that one, and I don't even think I said that. I mean,
Really?
IMDb is kind of messed up in that it's really difficult to change something once it's up.
I know.
I mean, you can get all sorts of incriminating things said about you on the internet. So I would say, like, number one, don't believe everything that you say.
Okay, that's why I asked. It's like, didn't make any sense.
I mean, I think that it was a long time ago when I was doing an interview for a news article on a feature film that I did called Falling Angels.
Okay.
And I was 15 at the time, and what I was expressing was that, like, I'm ready to take the plunge into full-time acting.
Right.
Like, I begged my parents when I was 10 years old to send me to a performing arts school because I could feel, like, the tsunami that is high school and all of the drama coming on. Like, I could just feel it in advance, and I was like, I need to get away from this. I need to be creative. Like, I just always felt that at my core. And so in this interview, what I was expressing is just that, like, I feel so ready to step into this path, that of an artist, of an actor. And, you know, it's not easy work. And, I mean, yeah, a lot of artists struggle to make ends meet. So I think that that's maybe what I was referencing, like, in terms of, you know, maybe not getting to be the $1 million baby, but, you know, just dedicating myself to this path.
If you could tell your agent, go get me those types of roles, not these types of those types of roles, what would they be bringing back to you?
Ooh, these are such juicy questions. It's what I actually need to be thinking about. It's funny you should ask. I read today in the studio just pickups for a villain. I love villain roles.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know that laugh. I want to work on my villain laugh, just like the most evil possible. So, I mean, Halloween's coming up. I would love some more villain roles, some bad girl roles, that kind of stuff. The read that I was doing today, and I'm not under NDA for this, so I'm allowed to say it's for this punk rocker chick in an upcoming Barbie movie.
Oh, sweet!
So, yeah, I'm like the bad Barbie.
Wow, that's cool.
I'm pretty stoked because actually, yeah, I can't see anything else. But
yeah, no saying anything else, but that's cool.
Excited for that. Yeah. So I think just like, yeah, I mean, what I kind of grew up in high school feeling like was kind of an outsider or an outcast or like a punk. And so I've been going for a lot of like kind of punk and goth girl roles, and I think it's great to break out of this stereotype, especially as a Canadian.
Yeah, cool.
Of being like the nice girl.
The nice girl and always saying sorry and all of that.
Sorry, I know. I get caught on that one every time in the studio that I say, sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, it's sorry. Say it with an A, it's sorry.
Yes.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sorry at all. If you could tell the Bronies one thing, what would it be?
Oh gosh. Well, I think it's just at the crux of like all of this work that I've been doing on myself and that I continue to do. So I haven't mastered it, but it's like practice accepting yourself and loving yourself and the unique expression and gifts that you have to offer the world. Like practice embracing that to its fullest. What does that look like when you are truly you, drama aside and doubt aside? What does that look like? And I mean, I think the Brony community does an amazing job of recognizing the talents that exist within. There's some amazing artists. There's so many. And I think everybody has a place and something really beautiful and unique to offer.
Cool. Awesome. Well said. So we're going to go commercial right now.
Yeah.
And when we come back from commercial, we're going to go through upcoming conventions. There's only 2 left this year, 2 big ones. We're going to go through that one more time before they come. And then we're going to get into a little charity work. And after that, we're going to get Screwball in the call to ask your questions of this lovely lady. So stick around. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Yay.
Pie Family Rock Farms. Since 1594, the Pie family have been bringing you the finest rock this side of the Griffin Kingdom. their rock was quarried extensively in the building of Camelot Castle and has the blessings of Princess Celestia herself. Come on down and pick from the finest in raw quartz, limestone, shale, marble, and slate. And remember to visit the gift shop for t-shirts and backpacks from WeLoveFine.com. That's right, WeLoveFine.com for all of your pony needs. And remember, you won't take Pie Family rock for granted.
That's right, folks. Pie Family Rock Farms. If you want your granite, go get it there, because they used all of that rock to put up Camelot Castle back in the day. Great-great-great-great-great-grandpappy Pie sold them the granite to put up Camelot Mountain. It's true. Trust me. Just ask Maud. She knows.
It's true.
It is true. It's true. It's true. So, it's true. With that is Pie Family Rock Farms. And if you want any really cool stuff, go to WeLoveFine.com, because they get everything you need, pony style. Also, if you're going to go to Nightmare Nights Dallas this weekend, you can get all your stuff there, too. Tons and tons of things. Pickle Kitties will be there. Everybody's going to be there. You should be there, because they're going to have people like Natasha Levinger and Jim Barrow and Tabitha St. Germains and Britt McKillop, Amy Keating Rogers, Heather Niffer, Josh Haber, Emmy Larson, as well as Full Papers, Sherry Bolton, and myself. So Sherry being White Dove Creations, who made that right there, that wonderful Celestia. So don't miss out on this. It's going to be huge. Huge. And then 2 weeks from then, November 7th to 9th, Ponyville Cider Fest, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which I will again be at, and so will this nice lady.
Yay.
Will also be there. So, yeah, Michelle Creeber, Ingrid will be there. Sam Vincent will be there. We don't see Sam very often. Black Griffin, Saber Spark, Psycho Griffo, Colin McDaniel, and me are all going to be there. Special events, they got a cider bar with both aged and adult beverages, a VIP cocktail hour for just the adult beverages. The Grand Galloping Gala will be there. Also, an apple pie bake-off, which I'm going to force my way into being a judge for. I don't care. I'm going to be on that panel. So, because I like some apple pie. So bake a bad apple pie and bring it. And don't forget the Saturday Night Rave. Bring your glow sticks. Going to be lots of stuff going on. There's also going to be a special concert with a Creeper band that includes Black Griffin and Andrea Libman. So you want to get in on that. PonyvilleCiderFest.com shall be there. So go double check everything that's going on there. Okay, charity work. We're going to let Brony's the Musical go for another 2 weeks, because they only had a week of their charity because of the derpage that Livestream did for us. So we're going to let that go till the next show. So they're going to get 3 weeks for theirs. And remember, that's Love Our Children USA, which is a anti-bullying charity. So check out that one out over on manlysbrony.com. Now, we go to Ingrid's charity, which we're going to do a little bit differently because they already have their own little website and everything going on. So this is their charity, Project True, which helps with self-image and body disorder problems. So, hey, Ingrid, tell us a bit about it.
Well, Project True is really close to my heart. It was founded by one of my students. She's an amazing woman. Her name is Angela Ronaldez. Back in the day, she studied yoga with me, and she's an attorney. And she struggled with an eating disorder, and in that struggle recognized how tremendously challenging, that whole recovery process is, including getting proper treatment. And eating disorders, if you look up stats, and I'm not going to quote any stats, but it's staggering just how deadly they are and what a high mortality rate around them there is. And not to be a Debbie Downer, but often what deters people is just how expensive proper treatment is. It's such a shame. And so many people end up suffering in silence, not feeling that they can speak about any body image issues that they're going through, eating disorders. So it really rings true to me. And so I'm on the board for Project True, and we help support people go through that recovery process, which can be pretty costly.
Oh, good. Awesome. So we have a couple of things going on. One, if you go over to manlysbrony.com, you'll see our normal post. There'll be a couple of places where you click donate, which will take you to their website, and you actually click on their PayPal. Okay, so go ahead and use PayPal to donate to them. They will keep track of the names, and in 2 weeks they're going to give me those names, and then we're going to draw for this set of prizes over here. So anything, if you give us anything at all, you're going to be in a drawing for this stuff over here. Another set of My Little Pony McDonald's toys from 2012. The entire set. You can't find these anymore, so if you don't have them, you can get them. Also, 2 dog tags. Right there. 2 dog tags. And let's see what else is in here. Ooh, I got another signed GM Barrow Rainbow Dash book. Right here. Signed by GM herself. Ta-da! See? And this is Rainbow Dash and the Daring Do Double Dare. So those prizes for anything at all. Now, if we break 500 bits, our very good friend Spike Firemane has sent me this. A beautiful carving of Raspberry Tort and Lemon Meringue. These are the characters played by one Ingrid Nilson and Andrea Libman. So, I'm going to take this with me to Ponyville Cider Fest. I'm going to get it signed by both ladies. This will be up for a $500 kick-up. So we make $500, this gets to go. And if we don't make $500, I'll take it to a charity auction at some convention and we'll sell it there. But we're going to make $500 because we're good at that. We are on this program. So I'm going to take this up there. And that is for $500 or more. I might even get something else signed by Ingrid. Who knows?
Sure.
Sure, why not? Also, announcing. Right now, our good friend GM Barrow, who we just gonna have that book over there, has just announced a contest. She likes to throw these up every now and then. So we all know that this book series back here in the box that Rainbow Dash has been stealing from me that I can't read because she's reading it. See, she's reading it right now, actually. So that's out. And she has a little contest. If you need to draw or depict any scene or character from those 3 books that were just released, tweet that to her by November 25th, and then she will announce a winner on Thanksgiving. The prize for this little contest is her own Daring Do plushie from Cutie Corral, signed by GM Barrow. So get your drawing stuff out, get whatever out, do something really cool, and send that to GM. We want to see a whole bunch of really cool stuff from you guys out there, because she does these things all the time. They're really cool. So make sure you get something from these books. I need to read them really quick so I can actually do something myself. So that's going to be cool. And with that, we're done with charity, we're done with contests, we're done with all that stuff right now. So, you know what I need? I need Maud to figure out where Screwball is. Is he under a rock somewhere? Hey, see if... Hey, Maud, call for Screwy.
Hey, Screwball. Where you at, bro?
I'm right here. Oh my goodness, I love that.
There he is. The Screwball is here.
Isn't that hard to use that voice without wanting to just smile the whole time?
I think, you know what? I'm smiling right now on the inside.
Smiling on the inside.
You're just an overall happy person.
Yes.
Right.
So how are you guys doing?
We're doing awesome over here, my boy.
Really well.
Yeah.
I want to just say a quick shout out to my friend Jeff, who's currently watching. He's not a brony, but he's just came on out of freaking nowhere. So I was like, oh my goodness, Jeff. And we've just been chatting it up while I've been taking questions. So I just want to say hi.
Questions of the taking, which means you have a list.
Oh, I have a list. Oh my goodness.
Let's do it.
So this one is from Spike Firemane. You might know him, Ingrid. He was the one that carved those carvings.
Oh, yeah. I know Ed. He's such a very sweet, amazing, talented artist of a man.
Yes.
He's amazing. He was just wondering if he liked the carving of Maud for you and the 2 carvings of Raspberry and Lemon for your charity.
Do I like them?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, my heart's about to burst right now. Ed, you're so sweet. You know, I wish you guys could see right now. On top of my stereo, which is like, my stereo is like it's my very centerpiece in my home, sits the carving of Maud Pie that he... So it has a very central place in my home, and just the, you know, the amazing talent and compassion that went into carving that and all of the hundreds of ponies that he's made. I really appreciate it, dude. Like that. Yeah, of course. I love it. It's so colorful. It really captures Maud.
We all have one ourselves as well, and I just still love mine.
Thank you for
this one.
Spike Firemain. I never really got to say it to you personally, but thank you.
There we go.
So this one is... There's a lot of rock pun ones, by the way.
Do it.
This one's from Flare Cobra. Do you think Maud would like the Rolling Stones?
I mean, I think that Maud likes the whole roll and rock that they started. You know,
do you like the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Good.
My tongue is out as I'm saying this. I like a lot of rock music. I mean, a lot of 90s stuff as well. That's kind of like the era that...
Oh, yeah.
Rocking out a lot.
I'm the same way. I like to listen to radio, 90s radio all the time.
You're such kids.
Come on!
I'm listening to like hair metal. I'm all 80s. I've got like the Guns N' Roses hat on tonight, even. So, there you go.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, I also
Guns N' Roses is amazing.
Yeah, all that stuff.
I still love some of those classic, like rock. I still love listening to too. I even love listening to like the Beatles and stuff. We're gonna say I grew up to listening to the Beatles, the Beach Boys, that sort of thing, all the time.
Cool.
Totally.
Next.
So this one's from Trailblaze. For you, Ingrid. What do you think of the Bronies when you first got in? When you first heard about us?
Well, you know, I didn't even realize that anybody liked my episode. Like, I recorded the thing, I left it behind me, and I was like living my life. And then someone's like, "Your character is really being embraced by people," and I was like, "What?" And I did a little research, and I watched my episode, and you know, I don't think it's what I think about the Bronies, because I would identify as a Brony. So it's like, what do I think of myself? Well, I mean, as a community, I think that it's amazing what's going on. I mean, more than I feel any other fandom, the real values that are embraced are, you know, the name says it all. It's about friendship, and it's about, you know, connecting, and maybe with people that you never would have, I mean, had the opportunity to form a friendship with. So it's just such an honor for me to be communicating with friends in Osaka and, you know, around the world. And I think it's amazing. Really, I'm kind of blown away by it, to be honest.
Like it.
Yay.
I like this one. This is from Red Card for you, Ingrid. How would you voice Maud if she was given a song?
If she was given a
song.
How would I voice?
Oh my goodness.
If she was given a song?
Yes.
Oh, well, it's funny because I posted on Twitter today that I had dreams about ponies last night, and on a mountaintop in Austria. So what I was kind of like thinking in my head was just like, the hills are alive. The sound of Maud Pie.
Oh my goodness!
I could see Maud singing Weezer.
Totally.
You know, early Weezer.
Somebody's honey. Yeah. I could definitely see her singing something.
I could see her singing karaoke Weezer. I can see it.
Exactly.
I could see her singing Lord. I don't know why.
Royals. I don't know if she was singing key. I think that Maud is really studious, but she maybe never got any singing lessons. So you'll have to pardon me if
she
you
used
ever.
to find all those songs in drop D.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
She's more of a, I think she's more of a Pat Benatar. Although Pat Benatar has a beautiful voice.
Oh, yeah, she was an opera singer before she went to rock. You know that.
Yeah, okay, well then I'm misreferencing.
So,
Yeah.
Pat Benatar is awesome. I love Pat.
Yes. Oh god. Yeah. Maybe more, just someone more, a little bit less well trained.
There you go. Next.
You're so tough. Oh my goodness. I don't. This one's from our Rickard with our Free Ingrid. Now, I don't know if you know this one or not. This is a sort of a little bit of a tougher one. But do you know who wrote the famous poetry text about rocks?
You mean rock? You are a rock
Yes.
from the show?
Yeah.
Is this a trick question? Like, does the person know and they're quizzing me?
I'm not too sure.
I don't know.
I don't even know what the
I would
answer
think
is
the
to
writer
that.
of that particular episode wrote it. You would think.
I mean, yeah, I could look back through my script and see who the specific writers where, like, usually Megan McCarthy is quoted, and she's amazing. However, I'm also aware that she has a team of writers, and they come up with some just crazy creative stuff. I mean,
So somebody out in the studio audience, look up who wrote Maud Pie. I don't have
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So, figure out who wrote that one. Next.
This one's also from Ricard. Did you already have you ever done a prank on someone with a phone call using Maud's voice?
oh my gosh, you're inspiring some ideas in me. I can't say that I ever have, although I have used this phone service before where it's like a pre-recorded prank call. And they say, it's like this sassy guy, and he's like, hey, you scratched my car. And I forget what it is. I think it's like prankcalls.com, but you can you can prank call someone, and it's a pre-recorded message, and then you listen in on it. It's so
my brother used that once on me, and he used Dr. Phil, and I actually fell for it. He actually got like all these like enormous, like the entire screen's covered with buttons, and if you can memorize where all the buttons are and be a really fast clicker, you can make it seem like he's having a conversation with you. And
I have a question from Boulder, who's here today. Boulder is with us today. He actually flew in for the show, and he asks, "Where's his residuals?" that right? I don't think they are residuals, Boulder. I'm sure they don't.
For Hasbro,
Yeah, I think that's for Hasbro, not for Ingrid. She was just a co-star. God, rocks in their going to their head. Sheesh. I think they're a rock star or something.
That one was good.
Jeff, I mean, really, Dusty, you're just setting yourself up for that for quite a while, weren't you?
Yeah. I set that one up for a while, guys. You better appreciate that one.
I love you. Appreciate you for that one.
Yes.
Just the puns.
little rock collection here with
that
me.
one was for you, MA.
Larson.
Next.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I lost my track for a second there. I'm trying to recollect my thoughts. Okay, so this one is from
Giant Justice! Resident superhero! I'll stay Brony, my friends. Who is the scourge of soggy milk? He puts the cornflake in its place. What does James Justice want to know this week?
Actually, he has two, actually. One is, Ingrid, was it difficult to deliver Maud's lines in a monotone with a straight face?
I mean, we kind of talked about this, like, it was something where I had to, like, hold completely still, like, to deliver them as straight as possible. I just kept all of my muscles not moving and kind of clenched, actually, like... Yeah, it actually did require some physical control.
I would say any scene you had to do with Pinkie Pie, like especially when they were making, apple cider, and she's like smashing the apples with the rock. It's like, let's taste it. You come over there and like Maud gets a cup, and all of a sudden Pinkie Pie douses it and goes. It's like, how did you not laugh your buns off?
Actually,
when Andrea did that?
I should bring a rock with me so I can bite a rock when I go to laugh. But in the meantime, I was honestly biting my fist when I was in the studio because there's so many moments like Andrea or Tabitha, like they crack me up. Peter knew, oh my goodness, like if I'm in the studio with them and I'm recording serious lines, I can't even look at them. Like Peter will like stick a pencil up his nose and then I burst out laughing. It's not fair. But but yeah, they're funny when they're just working on the spot, and oftentimes they're ad-libbing and they're off the script, and so I'm kind of thrown through a loop. So yeah, it can be challenging because they're just so darn funny all the time. Jeez.
Goodness, sorry. I was bringing a lot of questions here. Actually, also from James, he wanted to ask you, Ingrid, what are your plans for Halloween?
Well, I haven't posted my twins on Facebook yet or Twitter, but I have 2 carved pumpkins already. So I love carved pumpkins, and I'm gonna actually go to a pumpkin carving party. I think on.
You know what you should do, Ingrid?
Tell me.
You should carve Maud Pie into a pumpkin.
What?
And then send that picture to EQD.
My mind is officially blown.
Because they're having a pumpkin carving thing.
Yes, they are.
So Ingrid Nilson carves Maud Pie into a pumpkin and it sends the picture to EQD.
Oh, I'm more of a stick figure drawer, but I feel like Spike Firemane could do that. Like, he would be the pro in terms of carving anything, including a pumpkin, I would think.
Who knows?
I mean, I was just invited to an animation Halloween party, I guess. There's a studio in town here, Atomic. So that there's a few possibilities. I mean, last year I just dressed up as you know what, Dusty? I feel like I dressed up as you last year. I had this big mustache, and I really killed it.
Oh, if you have a picture of that, I gotta have it.
I'll have to do some digging, but hopefully...
If you have a picture of that, send it to me. I gotta see that.
Okay, I gotta get that to you.
That'd be funny.
Okay.
Next.
That's me when I have to look through these countless questions. So this one is from this is from Whoalicious. For you, Ingrid, have you yet been asked for an autograph on a rock?
Oh yeah, that has happened, and that has actually been the end of many a Sharpie pen.
Yeah, Sharpies don't like rocks.
No, I mean, especially if they're in any way like bumpy on the outside, like
like this one,
like an andesite, or like ones that. Yeah, I mean, I have yet to get my degree in rock science, but yeah, signing rocks, I've done it. I like it, but it's the sharp.
Bring her smooth rocks, people. Don't bring her jagged rock. Bring her a smooth, nice rock.
But I'm just happy because I think it's so adorable, and the fact that someone will treasure this, this rock, I think it's really sweet.
Bring in a diamond.
Actually, one question I didn't ask you at the beginning was dogs, cats, or rocks?
You know what? I mean, I own a rock collection and like precious stones. I'm allergic to dogs and cats, much as
that explains why you have a rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love kitties and puppies like more than anything, but they make me sick.
Oh, ain't good. Next.
I'm actually allergic to cats, but that doesn't stop me when I go over to my friend's place. He has 5.
What? I can spend some time around them for sure. Like, love
Do you
it.
start like sneezing and stuff like that, or?
Like itchy eyes, and I have asthma, so I have difficulty breathing if I'm around cats for too long. It's really unfortunate on my behalf.
So this one is from Dirty Ken. Question for Ingrid. Do you like Rock and Roll Jeopardy?
I like all Jeopardy, actually. I mean, I can't. I have to say my sister's much better at Jeopardy than me, but yeah, I feel like I would outdo her in rock and roll Jeopardy.
Mm.
She's actually the rocket science of the family. She's in med school right now. She's going to be a doctor.
Wow.
So we actually are quite the polar opposites.
Cool.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm getting feedback for a second there.
Did we lose you?
Nope.
No, I'm here.
Okay, good.
No,
good,
it's
good.
I was getting this like sudden like really loud bass going on for about a second there. It's gone now. It's good.
Nice.
Great.
There were many survivors. So this one is also actually from Dirty Can to you, Dusty. Have you made any new cooking videos recently?
I have not. We are actually going to be completely gutting this kitchen and rebuilding it next year. So, and there's really no real good angle to do a video. It's kind of weird. So we might have to put the cooking videos off until next year because of the way the kitchen is laid out. But we might do something for the holidays real quick. So be watching my YouTube, and we'll probably do maybe one. I'm thinking about apple pie. I really want to do an apple pie show, and I really want to do a muffin show. So we might save muffins for when the kitchen is redone. We might do an apple pie for the holidays. So keep your eyes to the YouTube channel. Hopefully something will come up before Christmas.
This make me hungry.
Speaking
There's
of
no one home.
Dusty, when you figure out how to be a judge in the apple pie contest,
Yeah,
can you bring me with you?
I will. I'll slide you pieces of pie.
Exactly. I don't think I could be a judge. Like, I don't think I could decide which is best because I really love pie. But I want.
Cool. Next.
Ooh. So this one is from Pink Pearl Apple. Ingrid, I'm sorry I didn't get to see New Orleans, but I could only pick one con to go to. How was your New Orleans trip, though?
Yeah, tell us all about that.
Well, DerpyCon South. I mean, gosh, as my first con, it blew me away. Like, that I can't. I'm like speechless even thinking about it. It was such a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I had so many. I met so many amazing new friends. I mean, just to give a shout out to Daniel Boudreau on Twitter. He's PallyDan7779.
Pally, yeah.
Yeah, he just really showed me the ropes of New Orleans. Like, he was so accommodating and hospitable. You know, everybody at the con was so kind, and the organizers did an amazing job. I had some, just really sweet encounters with people that are fans of the show. And like, when people get starstruck, like, I get that because I was telling Dusty earlier, like, I get that too. When I saw Dusty at the preview for A Brony Tale, I like couldn't really talk to him because I felt really shy.
Oh, jeez.
I know, but like, I get that way. I get, you know, when you meet someone that's like, oh, that person, I really admire them. Like, I understand that people can get whatever you want to call it, like starstruck, but I'm just the most normal, like, usual person. And so, just to like explain that to people at the con, like when they wanted a photograph or an autograph, and I was like, you know, I appreciate you. I appreciate your dedication to the show. And, I mean, yeah, so it was a positive experience overall. And I loved, the comedy panel that I did. I mean, I'm into comedy, even if you wouldn't guess it. And seeing a new place like New Orleans, it was totally magical. Like, just to be in this like swamp-like environment. It was, I had the time of my life. I really did. I've got some pictures that I'm going to post up on Twitter this Thursday for Throwback Thursday, and it's like me blowing bubbles. And like, I did a music collaboration with this amazing guy, Kez, who he was an awesome musician. So, I mean, not to go on, but I can't wait for Cider Fest and for more cons like me.
You know what would be great, Ingrid?
Tell
Is
me.
if somebody brings you to their con, that you have a Saturday morning yoga session.
You know what? I tried to organize this in New Orleans, and there wasn't the space to do it. But maybe now that you've suggested it, Dusty, like, because I was like, oh, maybe that's weird. Like, oh yeah, people will think that's weird. They don't.
It's not.
They're there at a con for the whole con experience. But I would love that. That would be amazing.
Yeah. You do a simple half an hour yoga session.
Yeah, totally. You can. I mean, for me, it's all about like the stress release, and you can do some pretty powerful, relaxing in half an hour. So
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Putting it
By
up.
the way,
Next.
Pally Dan's actually watching live, and he says hi back.
Oh yay! I hope I said your name right, Dan. Oh gosh.
Pally Dan, that's well. I don't know
Yeah.
if there's numbers at the back. I can't remember what the numbers are, but he just puts himself as Pally. But
He's so sweet. Love that guy.
Cool.
actually, my friend Jeff has been constantly saying that you sound exactly like Sarah Silverman.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
I think that's a good
That's
compliment.
a good compliment.
Stuff all the time. I laugh so hard on the inside, but yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so this one is from Let's Eat Hay. I'd rather not, but the question is, have you heard about the 2017 Milo Pony movie?
Yes.
Oh
Announced
my
today.
gosh. So funny. I just found out about it today. Yeah.
Yep. It just announced today.
Let's Eat Hay. I found out today, and it really made my day. I don't mean
But there's a rhyme. Goodness.
Well, the thing is, if they're going to do a movie in 2017, that means 2016 is going to be a pony year, which means we pretty much have guaranteed a season 6. Has anybody figured that out yet?
Actually, didn't they kind of say in?
No, they guaranteed season 5. Guarantee season 5.
No. I mean, like there was that meeting or something. No, this is just rumored, but that meeting that said that they might even have up to 8.
They might. But the thing is, now that you have a movie in 2017, which means 2016 is going to have a season, which means we are now guaranteed at least 6 seasons of Pony.
It would actually be kind of nice if it ended at a movie.
You never know. You never know. I think that might be what they're saying. Okay, if we have to end it in 2017, we'll end it with a movie. But if it continues to go, we can just keep going. They're sort of setting up an ending that if they need to use it, they can. That's what I'm thinking. So hopefully not. Hopefully it continues to go. But Hasbro as a company needs to do these things because they have shareholders that need to know things. So there you go.
I have to say in this situation, but I'm just hoping for the best.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, didn't they actually say that the people that worked on what was it again? Was it an animation? One second, I'm pulling a Equestria Daily right now because they said that Megan McCarthy is co-producing.
Yes, co-producer.
But they said
The guy who did one of the Ice Ages. What is that director's name? I don't remember. But he's actually going to be the writer of the movie.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's gonna be pretty cool.
that's going to be pretty cool. Lots of comedy in there, probably. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Positivity around here.
Yay, funny.
Yes. Next.
Oh, sorry, I was zoning out hard there. Oh, here we go. So this one's from Trailblaze. To all, if you had one wish about season 5, other than it to be here, what would you wish for?
Okay, repeat that one more time, Screwball.
What would be the one wish about season 5? Like, what do you wish to happen in season 5?
I mean, Dusty can answer this one too, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep,
Oh,
yep,
everyone,
yep,
if you want.
For everybody. Yeah. You want me to go first or you want to go first?
Yeah, you go.
Okay, Nico. Okay, I want, and there's 2 things I want in next season. I want to know where the Pegasus families are. We have not seen Fluttershy's family. We have not seen Rainbow Dash's family except for her dad in a flashback. And we don't know who Scootaloo's parents are. So, they've been sorely neglected over 4 seasons that the Pegasi have absolutely no idea where their parents are. Thunderlane has a brother, Rumble, but we never seen their parents either. So, it's sort of like assumed that they're like birds. When they get old enough, they get kicked out of the nest and they never go back to their parents. I don't know. So, let's see that. That's what I want to see. So, And all we know about Scootaloo is that she has a room in a house somewhere. Is that an orphanage? Or is that her family's house? We don't
That's
know.
your headcanon going off.
We don't know. So, well, at least we know she doesn't live under a bridge in Detroit. But that's all we know. So I want to see this. That's what I want to see. I want to see him flesh out a little bit more about Pegasus families. That's what I want.
I love how specific you are, Dusty. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Screwball, do you have anything?
More mod.
More mod. That's
More
so
mod.
nice of you.
Oh, when she showed up in Rainbow Rocks, I freaked out. I loved it.
You know what? I've got it. I got it. Season 5, 3/4 of the way through, Maud Pie is actually on an archaeological dig in Saddle Arabia with Daring Do. Ali Zotto comes around to steal the Golden Sphinx. And they have to get, because they are so different from each other, they have to learn to work together. Because Daring Do works alone. She doesn't want to work with Maud. And Maud, of course, is a little off, off by her own too. But they have to figure out how to work together to get the Golden Sphinx back from Ali Zotto.
I like this. I like this.
Megan McCarthy, call me. You have my number.
Well, I mean, I think that whole idea of collaborating is something that you might see in season 5, and I mean, I would just love to see I'm just all of season 5 because I don't know what's going to go on either. I mean, self-serving as it may be, like maybe more mod, but also I'm a big fan of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. I'm just going to say that right now. So anything that they do, like any songs especially, it's just any song period really warms my heart. Like the Daniel Ingram,
Yeah, he's good.
He's where it's at.
He has a moderate amount of talent and a small pinky. Yes. We need to see the Manhattan branch of the Cutie Mark Crusaders. And maybe Ingrid could actually voice a new Crusader. You never know.
What?
You never know.
Ooh. I would love to. I can do young. I swear I can do.
I can hear it. I can hear you can do it again.
Yeah, I can do it.
You can do it.
I believe. So this one is from Silverhoof to Ingrid. Every voice actor who ends up here, when asked about the tips of voice acting, has said acting is the key to voice acting, or acting is the key to voice acting. What thoughts, memories, ideas, etc. did you essentially act with in mind to represent a mostly monotone, expressionless character, and yet seemed to not sound bored or with any tone of "Why am I doing this again?"
Who asked that question, Screwball?
Silverhoof.
Oh, Silverhoof. That's such a thoughtful question. It's kind of, it's like what I spoke about already, that at the time when I was voicing Maud, I felt kind of, having come back from Japan where I was feeling some isolation there. Mm-hmm. I think that it was just like her voice is kind of a reflection of feeling things very much in an intimate way, like not expressing them on the outside. And I don't think that that's because she doesn't feel. I think that she's just so much, she contains it within herself. Mm-hmm. And I would have to agree with that. It comes back to the very core of your acting training. And this past week I posted 3 fundamental tips of my own experience that have been really relevant for me as a voice actor. So you can look back through my Twitter feed and find suggestions. But yeah, the number one tip up there was a vocal coach or a singing teacher, because that's your foundation. Anything that you do to understand your instrument, it's like the way that a piano player would go to a teacher, or a trumpet player. Like, your voice is your instrument. So I think that just being able to do monotone is another facet of being able to express what this whole vocal range of the instrument is. And it's pretty diverse. I mean, if you look at, like, I was just looking at the IMDb of the voice actors on MLP today, and you see how many roles they do. And it blows me away. I mean, like, and being in the studio with them, there's such incredible diversity in their voices. And I think like, the monotone is just one. There's so many different expressions, and for any aspiring voice actors, like, work on your versatility, work on your range.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I think I have Joe. Joe, you there? Joe? Let me tune it in. Tuning in. Oh, that mirror. All its frequencies are weird. Okay. Yes, I got you. Okay, I got you. So, Joe Stevens, straight from the desk in Ponyville, coming up in just a second. Let me get this ready to go. Here we go. Joe, right now, right here. Equestrian Inquirer.
Thank you, Dusty Cat. This just in. The organization known as the Ponies for the Prosperity and Perpetual Betterment of Bats, or are up in wings over the poor treatment of bats by Ponyville resident and ironic Microsoft fan Applejack. Has claimed that Applejack is Batist, a charge Applejack takes very seriously, quoting, "I hate them bats." Okay, so she has made no attempt to deny her segregation against bats, bat-like creatures, batmen, bat boys, and residents of Battle Creek, Michigan. This is nothing new for the Apple family, as last year the entirety of their barn was labeled as being racist. But this is the most visible act of aggression toward another species Ponyville has seen since Pinkie Pie tried to eat a Parasprite. Of course, has not limited its charges of batism to Applejack. They claim Rainbow Dash hates bats, a claim she countered by revealing that some of her best friends are bats. Even though Fluttershy doesn't count and Rainbow Dash is not aware that Scootaloo is not, in fact, a bat. She's a walrus. Rarity is the worst offender of batism, claiming that they are all, quote, disgusting creatures, a statement universally disagreed with by members of the group, however, are confident that Princess Twilight's ideal will work. Every pony is sure that putting bats in separate but equal parts of the orchard will lead to everyone getting what they want and will in no way lead to further hatred on both sides. Asked if this was a good idea, the head of the bats quoted, "I'm Joe Stevens, and this has been a news brief from the Equestria Inquirer. Back to you, Dusty Cat."
One, I can't believe that there's actually a group out there for the preservation of bats in Equestria named but that they would actually go after sweet, honest Applejack. I mean, I really can't. And she's not baddest at all. I mean, I've had conversations with Applejack. She doesn't hate Louisville Sluggers at all, actually. She uses them to actually smack the bats. So, it's not at all. You know, Joe is at the bottom of all the news, the bottom of that apple barrel of news coming out of Equestria every time we turn on the show, so don't miss it every time. So I don't know what kind of story he's going to come up with next time, but he's on top of it, trust me. And we're back with one Ingrid Nilson, so we need to have more and more questions.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
This one is from CFK. Question to all. Do you think Maud and Trixie have met?
I saw that question. I mean, obviously not on the show, but Equestria doesn't seem to be like such a big place that we wouldn't have at least run into each other.
Considering that Trixie did actually work at the rock farm that was referenced in season 3, I'm sure they've
met. I'm sure they have.
It's quite the workplace.
In fact, Ingrid, you need to check out this Tumblr, Trixie and Maud Tumblr, Maud Pie Tumblr, because it's really funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they basically like they don't become I'm not sure if they become a couple in this yet. I haven't read it all, but it's just hilarious that the interaction between the two. The person who's writing and drawing it is just really, really funny.
Really creative. That's amazing. I mean, I loved Trixie's song in Rainbow Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she had a couple, but that one that's like, you better believe I got tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, that's
So good.
Though the full song is actually really well done. You can actually get it on iTunes and stuff. And I remember after we watched it, my friend Ramble, he's like, you gotta listen to this full thing. So I listened to it. I'm like, wow, that was actually pretty damn good.
yeah. That'd actually be kind of funny if somebody took that and made it into a metal song.
They made it into a dubstep song.
They did, actually. That was good too.
That was good, yeah.
It had a hint of dubstep in the original too.
Yeah,
actually,
there's a hint there. I think
you can hear
Daniel,
a little bit of wubs.
Daniel loves the remixes of his music, loves it. I think he was actually shoving them at that direction because there was a little dubstep in there, and I think he wanted to shove the remixers. Like, please make a dubstep out of this song, please.
I was really impressed with the amount of bass that was in the original recordings. I mean, for the child audience that it goes to, like they knew all the words, but then I mean that was amazing to me at the screening. But I feel like it's also appealing to any age range. Some of the songs is cool, really cool.
I also loved the music of the villains.
Yeah, the villain music was absolutely off the chain.
We haven't had something like that since Chrysalis, so I just loved it. I kept replaying it over and over and over again, and any of the other ones.
I mean, Kazumi, like another example of an opera singer. She blows me away. Like I was there at the screening in Vancouver at the Tinseltown Theater with Kazumi and with Vincent Tong for Rainbow Rocks. And
oh, Vincent, I love him.
Vincent's an awesome guy.
oh my
He's such
God.
a good friend. Oh man, I miss that guy so much.
Yeah, I mean, I consider him a friend too. We did a film way back in the day for Nickelodeon, him and I together, and yeah, I have so much respect for him and for Kazumi. So, like they've got talent, and Kazumi and her singing. I mean, I could listen to her all day. Beautiful voice.
Really beautiful voice. So this one is from Kuga. I'm not gonna say the full name because oh man, is it hard. You know who you are. To all, would a live action version of My Little Pony work?
No. No. For one, no actress would sit there for the body paint. Okay, it's just they're not gonna. Like, could you imagine any actress sitting down and doing, the body paint for that? I mean, even if they did a human version, okay, like if they did a live action Rainbow Rocks, each one of the characters would have to have a different color.
That'd be a little weird.
It'd be a little weird, but I don't think they could do it. They might do a human version of a weird kind of magical girl type, Disney type afternoon show type thing. But that would stink.
CGI is as far as you can ever go. But I would not say like a pony getting thrown into a human world. Forget that. Don't ever even touch that topic. But a CGI Equestria or something like that. That'd be a really neat idea. I would love to. I know it would seem a little weird, that sort of thing, but nothing makes me more like wanting to see like their world.
The only thing that would make it good enough would be on the level of Avatar, and Hasbro's not going to put that kind of money behind it. It's not going to happen. Okay, so I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like anything is possible. Like maybe have you seen those like horse costumes where there's a person at the front and then someone at the back underneath like a suit? Like
that'd be so funny.
It'd be so random.
They have a stage show that bops through Canada that has those pony costumes that are really, really weird, where the front two legs actually move and the back two legs sort of shuffle behind that don't move.
Right.
It's like, so you have one person in there and it's like they have two broken legs that they drag along. It's just really
That's
weird.
got that
Scary.
back rump thing.
Yeah.
Well, I really, after I watched last week's episode, I really want to see Brony's the musical.
You've got to see that. Oh my goodness, it's really good.
Yeah,
So,
I'm a musical theater junkie. Like that's what I grew up on, and so the fact that the musical now exists. I mean, of course it does, but I loved hearing what the creator last week had to say, and I want to see it now. Where is it playing?
in LA at 3rd Street Theater.
Mm.
Yeah. They get 2 more weekends.
somebody gets me to LA, no.
That's the problem. I'm the same thing.
If they ever do sign a
Yeah,
convention,
but they've said that if they take it on the road, one of the places they want to take it's Vancouver. So
Yeah.
I'd say, if it goes to Vancouver, I'm going to Vancouver to see it.
I'm
there.
going there too.
So,
Oh yeah.
Open hooks. Yeah,
We need to make it happen.
totally.
Next.
So let's see. Yeah, where did I put you? There. So this one is from the Brony Chef, my very good friend. His question is, where was it? What were your thoughts when you got a call to voice a pony?
Oh, well, thanks for asking that, Brony Chef. It's interesting because, like I said, I meditate, and to be honest, like I was on Strawberry Shortcake, and I thought that kind of the next step would be to do something on My Little Pony, and I seriously, I meditated on it. Like I was like, I want this to happen more than anything. And so, yeah, to get the call about that, it was honestly like it was a dream come true. Like, you know, I mean, even though I'm just on one episode and in Rainbow Rocks, like to me that represents this lifelong pursuit that I've been on of self-expression. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been so special to be on the show.
Cool. Absolutely cool. Next.
Sorry, I was just dealing with some there. So this one's from Snowblitz. To Ingrid, what are your top 5 favorite rock bands? No pun intended.
Well, okay, considering that we've talked about rock bands already, I mean, like I said, I love like classics like Jimi Hendrix and I mean, yeah, Bob Dylan if you consider it, Joni Mitchell. But my 5 favorite DJs would be Maya Jane Coles. I love her. Kate Renata. I love Glass Animals. Yeah, I mean, I think that those are some top DJs for me. But yeah, rock. I mean, even like I said, like classical, the Beatles. Yeah. These days, I'm feeling Frank Ocean and James Blake and some diverse stuff. Yeah.
Next.
I'm so concentrated on this. That's why I'm so silent. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So this one's from Ricard to Ingrid. Do you have a musical hobby, like playing flute or piano, singing, etc.?
Right. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but it's like bad karaoke is my
we have
music.
to go karaoke together.
Oh my God.
We must go karaoke together.
It is on. We'll have a special handshake and
Absolutely.
everything. But yeah, I mean, if I can kill a Mariah Carey song.
You know what's fun at a karaoke show is have your friends pick a song for you,
Oh no.
whether you know the words or not.
Oh, that
Right.
would grill me.
Yes, that would be okay. I've had people go, okay, Dusty, do Guns N' Roses. I was like, okay, I did the best that I could, and then that became a song in my repertoire. So
I
it's
feel
like,
like you're
but,
shooting for Guns N' Roses.
yeah, but a lot of people, you do your favorite songs, right? But then your friends probably know songs you could do that they like that you never do. So basically, it's like Russian roulette. Basically, you have one of your friends go, okay, go do this song, and okay. So you go give it a shot, and maybe you find a piece of music that you can actually sing you never thought you could.
My palms get sweaty just thinking about that.
Oh, it's so much fun, though. So much fun.
Okay, well, it's on. Karaoke challenge.
Yes, I actually did karaoke in Taiwan
Nice.
when I went there for business. That was kind of cool. Completely different way of doing it there. I mean, you go rent a room and they bring you snacks and beers, and you do it with friends. You don't do it in a bar. It's sort of different, kind of different thing. But it's kind of weird.
I like.
Okay. Hey, Screwball, you know what time it is?
6.
I think I know what that question, like what that time is.
Yeah, it's that time.
No.
Right up against it.
Stop it.
Right up against it.
No.
Yes, I know. So, unless you've got one of those really, really good questions laying there.
Okay. I can bring this one from my very good friend Marjan.
Okay.
First off, to Dusty, looking forward to seeing you next weekend. You like Smarties, right?
No, I like Smarties, Canadian Smarties.
Yeah,
Yes, Canadian
exactly.
Sparks.
And also, he says I wish Screw could be there. I can't go. But no. Now my question for Ingrid: do you have any funny / interesting things that have happened during a recording session for any of the shows you've done?
Oh man. Well, I mean, I don't know if Peter appreciates me repeating this, but he stuck a pencil up his nose one time, and that just really killed me. I can't leak anything about season 5, but I know Tabitha does a character in one of the episodes that really made me laugh, and of the older generation, I guess I'll just say.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, what's special about every recording session is when people like improv and they kind of go off, and sometimes they'll make up a line, or it's just like their reaction to things. And so, I mean, that happens all the time in sessions, and that's what makes it special, is when it's kind of off the cuff or in the moment. And it's always happening because, like I said, the cast is so tremendously talented that they can just kind of go with it. You know, they're expert comedians, in my opinion.
Cool. And with that, we come to the very last question of the evening, which happens to be Ingrid's question to us.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yes.
I love this. Okay, well. Oh, now I feel like I'm right on the barbecue getting grilled. Well, you asked the same question of me. I want to know. You've probably said this, but you know, if you had one desired outcome or one hope that that you have for the Bronies, what would it be?
My hope for Brony fandom is that it becomes as accepted as Star Trek fandom, as accepted as fantasy, as accepted as Dragon Con or any of the, you know, Asimov or Worldcon or any of those, to be respected enough that people don't bat an eye. It's just something that people love, like Star Wars or Star Trek or any of those, that nobody thinks twice about, oh, well, you like a cartoon show. And I mean, it would take something away from what being a Brony is, but I don't really care. I would rather have people accept people for what they like and what they do than ridicule them for it. So that's my hope. My hope is that Brony fandom becomes mainstream, if you want to call it that. So I hope that, you know, the people that are in this fandom, when the show finally does end sometime in like the end of this decade or further than that, that they stay together and that they continue to like and love each other and stay friends.
I love that response, Dusty. I think it's so true. I mean, accepted by the mainstream, like, you know, I think we still have some work to do in raising that awareness.
Yeah, I mean, every young fandom's gone through it. Everyone. I mean, back in the 40s, if you were caught reading science fiction, you were weird because academia was all about, you know, hard facts, right? It wasn't about, you know, robots and planets and all that kind of stuff until you had really great movies, science fiction movies that came out that people started thinking, hey, that's entertaining. Maybe I should read that book, right? In the 40s, you got all these really great science fiction movies come out, which sort of got the public's interest into science fiction, and then it was okay in university to read science fiction or fantasy. And then as that went from the 40s to the 50s to the 60s, then you had shows like Star Trek come out on public TV, right? You couldn't think of that kind of show before, like in the 50s, right, or in the 40s. Right? There was no TV in the 40s. But what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It took decades for science fiction and fantasy to become mainstream, that people accepted it. Our fandom is maybe, since 2010, 4 years old? Maybe 5? So this Bronydom as it is very, very young. as a fandom, very young as a fandom. So give it time. Give it time to grow and breathe like a good wine, right? You don't drink a wonderful wine that's 4 years old. You drink a wonderful wine that's 25 years old. So give it some time.
I mean, I'll drink a 4-year-old wine,
Yeah.
but it's just me.
Yeah, that's just you. I can't drink wine. The sulfites give me headaches. But there you go. Okay, how about a 20-year-old scotch? You don't drink a 2-year-old scotch. You drink a 20-year-old scotch.
Good way of putting it.
Yes, there you go. So, and with that, we're at the end of the program. Sad as it is.
Dusty.
I know, sad as it is. Remember, everybody, that we have T-shirts at Redbubble, like this one over here. So we got this one and the old thing. We're just about ready to go get a new design. So the first design will go away. The new design will go up. This design will move up. And then, so if you haven't got the first one, go get it. Second one is here. Go get it. We'd love to see you wearing these at the conventions next year, because with it, you support the show, and the servers can stay on, and we can come back here and bring you wonderful people like Ingrid Nilson.
Support the show.
Support the show, please. So.
And hey, Dusty,
Yes,
can I just say, like, I appreciate what an amazing moderator you are. I mean, how much attention goes into the show, and the generosity, you know, that spirit that you bring into it. It's just, it's amazing what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. One other thing, I am branching out a little bit, doing a YouTube show called This Old Bike, where I fix things on motorcycles. And the second episode is actually on my hard drive right now that I have to edit when I come back from Nightmare Nights. So be on the lookout for that on my YouTube channel, which is Dusty Cat Rhodes. So check it out there. Also, I'd like to thank some people, Ingrid, of course, for being here. Screwball, Amy, my wonderful girlfriend who you met last week, give me the smooch. Lance, Nathan, Cowboy Dave, EFN, and everyone out there that comes by when we turn that camera on and do what? Make dang fools out of ourselves. That's absolutely true. So next week, not next week, 2 weeks from now, we'll be back from Nightmare Nights. We'll be able to talk about that, have some pictures maybe, and our guest will be, what do you think, Screwball?
I really don't know.
Next guest will be Georgia Ball, comic writer for Ponies and Littlest Pet Shop. So she will be here with us, and that is going to be the awesome. Let me see. I, of course, forgot to cue up the ending of the show because I'm an amateur, of course.
Visit ProjectTrue.com.
Yes, ProjectTrue.com is where you can drop a couple of bits for the charity to get all that stuff. Oh, where's my ending? Dusty, you're such an amateur. But anyway, with that, we got to go. Anything you got to say at the end here, Ingrid?
I mean, just that, like, thank you again. I'm speechless. Like, Screwball and Dusty, I was so entertained just even hearing you guys interact. So the fact that I could be kind of a voyeur and even a guest on the show is like, I'm so humbled.
Oh, don't go there. You're gonna make me cry.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna cry. And with that, we're out of here, gang. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks we'll be back. Be good to each other. I'm watching you. Ciao.
Night, night.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.